Hi everyone, and welcome back to another day in the shed. This is episode 2, and in the last episode sort of ran through how I came about getting all the cameras and explaining it. I'll be opening up 4 every episode, and these are today's 4. So I just randomly picked them out and looking forward to seeing what's in there. I'm gonna go this one first. Feels like it's got a bit of weight to it, this one. Very nice. So, Pentax Spotomatic. He's written on the front, meter AS or US. Unsure what that. Meter. Anyway, let's have a look. So, Pentax Spotomatic. Very overall, just looks very clean. The bottom is quite scuffed up, possibly, but overall it looks like it's in really good nick. The lens, I was a bit worried there that the lens has a crack in it, but it's just the filter. That was a bit scary. I don't know if you can see it there, but the filter's got a bit of a chunk missing out of it. And this has got a Fuji lens on it. Must be a M42 mount. Maybe I'll take that off. Let's screw it. So lens is a Fujinon 55mm f2.2. And it looks pretty clean as well. Can't see any major defects. This body is really nice. It's really, no damage at all. The black fake leather is in really good condition. Let's see if it fires. It's 1/25. I wonder if it's got metering. It's got a meter on the side there. It's not moving. Let's see if it's got a battery in it. Let's see if that fella fits in there. Doesn't quite fit, so I'll worry about that later. I'll open up the back. Really clean in the back. Let's go down to 1 second. Well, that's a good start. 60th. And go up to 1,000. Well, seems like it's working to me. Very happy. It's got a timer. It's got a light meter. Just about everything you could ask for in a camera, really. The basics anyway. Which one next? Let's go this fella. This one looks really compact. It's a little bit smaller than the Pentax. Feels very square. A very small lens on the front. Ah. Zeiss container. German made. You can hear the good for street photography. No one to know you're there at all. This looks in really good nick, this one. Leather's really no blemishes. The only sort of blemishes I can see are a lot of the scuff marks on the back there on the black paint. It's got a really bright viewfinder. No marks in there. Let's have a look at this. That's really easy to spin, which is quite nice. Sometimes the focus can become really stuck and like hard to move. So what have we got? It's hard to see. 45mm f2.8 Panta with a Prontor shutter. So let's give this one a whirl, see what happens. So, how do you work that? There we go, like that. Oh, so once you decide what exposure you want, you can move them together. That's really nice. I really like that feature. It's not something you always get. Anyway, f2.8, 500th of a second. Seems pretty good. Let's go. It does come a bit annoying though when you're trying to change. Alright, 1 second, that would be correct. Let's go half second. That also seems pretty accurate. It's got an interesting ISO. What's that? What is that before? Can't see any light meter. Really like the little rewind knob there. It's really nice and small. It's quite cool. Anyway, 2 working cameras from 2 so far, so I am happy with that. Even get a funny little squeak. This one. This one feels a bit lighter, possibly. Yeah, definitely lighter than the Zeiss, however you want to pronounce it. Another one, another Zeiss icon. Is it the same camera? No, a bit different. Very similar. Very similar indeed. What's this fellow got? So this one is a 45mm as well. This one's an f3.5, so that feels a lot better than that film lever. And that is 1/4 of a second. Let's go to 1 second. This one feels a lot better condition than that last one. Not that the last one was in bad, but that's 1 second. This one here goes to 300. So that one would obviously be a more upmarket model. Don't know a great deal about the Zeiss cameras, but I know they are obviously German made and known for their build quality. Beautiful. And the lens is a Nova, I hate pronouncing all these things, Anastigmat. I probably pronounced that completely wrong, but anyway. So that's camera number 3. No squeak with that one. This one feels much heavier. This one and the Pentax are pretty well on par with each other for weight. Minolta Uniomat. However you pronounce that. This looks like a really nice lens. I wonder if that... Oh, it's fixed. Fixed? Must be fixed. So lens is 45mm f2.8 Minolta Rockall. These cameras have definitely been good goings today. Does it work? It's got a very long film wind. It's very quiet if it's working. Let's open it up. Wherever the hell you open it up. There we go. Again, just like all the other cameras, really clean in the back. Nice little film guide table, which I'll never use, but anyway. What have we got it set on? Trying to figure out how you change the f-stop. Must be focus. Well, if anyone knows how to change the f-stop, let me know. How on earth do you work this thing? I can see the light meter changing, well, at least the reader when I twist that. Anyway, looks like it works so far. I'll have to look up how to use it. Anyway, 4 awesome finds today. Very happy. There you go everyone, there's today's 4 cameras. And hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know which one you like the most. Personally, I think of these Zeiss would be my favourite. Zeiss. Definitely seems like it's in the best working order out of the lot, or best condition overall. So this one is definitely my pick. Hi everyone. So had to do a bit more research on the Uniomat. As I was saying before, I had no idea how to use this thing. Better do some research and look it up. So it obviously has a selenium meter, so you don't need batteries. And the selenium meter will change the needle that you see in here, a little matchstick needle. And it obviously changes with the light situation. So what you will do is you'll see there's another tab which you can see moving left and right in there. And once you've got your light meter reads the light, you adjust that tab to what the needle is saying, and that gives you your exposure. So it'll automatically choose the aperture based on what setting you put it on. So when you're spinning this, you're changing the shutter speed, but you don't know what the shutter speed is when you're changing it. And it will choose the aperture to suit. The other interesting thing is if you want to change ISO, so it's got the different ISO readings here, the different film speeds. To adjust them, you have to lift this ring and then spin it. And that will adjust the needle in the light meter as well to correlate to the different film speed. So now that I know that, I can test the camera a little bit more. So say if it's nice, very bright outside, you would, so the right hand side is brighter, so that's set on full bright. So as you can see, that would have been a very small aperture and it was a faster shutter speed. On the other hand, if you want to go slow, so you adjust this to the other side, and there's also bulb mode, so you just got to be careful of that too. So bring it back a little bit from bulb. It should open the aperture right up and be a longer shutter speed, as you can see. And then you can also, like I said, get bulb, so a little bit further, and it'll go full aperture for obviously as long as you hold the shutter. So now that I know a little bit more about the camera, I'm a bit more impressed, because I could not figure this thing out for the life of me yesterday. But it's very unique. I have not seen another camera that has this sort of setup with reading the light. So it's very cool. It's also got fast lens at f2.8, like relatively fast for a fixed lens anyway. See you next time.